squad when I'm dealing with pain. Ballin', selling around jeans. I ain't even get mad when you switch teams. Ballin', free the home team. I spent 20 on the ring. I'm a trophy. I'm ballin'. Had to blood the like Wimby. She keep calling. Jumping on a bird with a bird. I'm in Boston. Skip to my loo on a like Austin. Ballin'.
DJ, bomb them, never stop.
I'm on the go. I know you know.
I'm on the go, but bad man I try to stop me though. I know I'm on the go, can't tell me what coming up off the show. Yeah. I'm so special, so special. That's why boy, I pray me together, them a chase like petal. Thank Jah. I'm so special, so special. Tell them me no fear, two-face expression. Guy, for no dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell. Me hear them shot, and I say them on me head pan black but pull it red pan that you better. Help poor people with them bed pan black. SSC a dirty heart, you a got from that seat. Now them a say me mark and eat. Time walk, them say me walk fit. Them lock me down and me can't forget. God Jehovah did a guide me, say me nah regret. Yeah. I'm so special, so special. That's why I'm them a pre the girl and them a chase like special. So special, I'm so special.
My tip is super simple. Turn off that shot meter and turn on high risk. It helped me go from 40% to 60%. So go ahead. I'll see you out in the city, and I want to see all those greens. Peace.
Hey, this is Ebans, the king of the court, and here are my 3 gameplay tips to up your game in 2K25. The first gameplay tip is
the same thing. Rise him 9 for every don't you work, Josh shall show them a sign for. Cause Jah make you special and so special.
Esto es demasiado fancy, demasiado flow. No es pa' que te canse, pa' que le dé con todo. Tú sientes algo raro o algo bien loco. Esto es pa' que dance, pa' que le dé con todo. Esto es pa' que... Esto es pa' que... Esto es pa' que... Ay, ay, esto es pa' que... Ay. Esto es pa' que... Esto es pa' que... Esto es pa' que dance, dance. Tú sientes una boqui que te pone. A el que no quiera bailar porque traiga una silla. Le damos con dos, kish, kish, qué maravilla. Pa' los que bailan mucho trajimos la camilla. La gente que se queje pasa a la otra ventanilla. Esto pa' qué. Pa' qué. Es que esto pa' qué. Pa' qué. Esto pa' qué.
This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. So the Timberwolves will get the first possession. Gobert. Oh, Green with a block. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. Back to Butler. Moody from outside. McDaniels with the rebound. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Curry, no good. And here are the Timberwolves. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Allie, what do you have to say?
We spoke about how he plans to deal with the three-point king, Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double-team him. He'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy facing Steph. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Count it.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
Pass to Edwards. Launches a three. The Warriors pull it in. Green up top. Takes a three. Edwards pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Soft touch off the glass.
Nice play by Gobert, taking it up strong and daring people to stop him.
Outside Pajemski. And Conley grabs the miss.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And Graham, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And so Curry nails both of them.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Conley looking for an opening. Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. High arcing shot. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
A terrific position defender. Draymond can also challenge shots and protect the rim.
The Timberwolves lead by 7. Edwards with it. Now Pajemski defending. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Green. And here's Butler outside. No good there. Nice D from Alexander Walker. Right side Conley. Here's the floater. Back to Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
But Graham, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
4 on the clock. Curry, no good.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And again, no good by Golden State.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's Minnesota. They lead by 12. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. A 12-point game. Pass to Knox. Ball stolen. To the inside. Payton with a steal. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Here's Pajemski. That one a little long. Minnesota leading by 12. Alexander Walker with it. Now guarded by Curry. Dillingham, no good. Pass to Payton. Stan, you started as an assistant in the NBA back in 1995. Now, all of these years later, for a coach, what's been the biggest change, you think?
Well, I think the biggest change, Brian, has been that we don't practice as much. There's much less time spent on the court with your team. It's more done in terms of film and individual work and not 5-on-5 type practice like it was back in 1995.
You mean to say we're talking about practice?
That's exactly right.
In transition, here come the Warriors. Here's Jackson Davis. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Minnesota with the ball. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Pass to Reed. Back to Daniels. Reed sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. McDaniels, that's good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Substitution.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Now here's DiVincenzo. Edwards for 3. The triple hits for Edwards.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
4-3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one, too, assuming his countryman, Victor Wembanyama, doesn't start taking the reins.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Warriors trail by 15. The 3 from Curry. And again, no good by Golden State. Alexander Walker with it. Green picks him up. They get it back.
Well, just doing an excellent job defensively. Using his body to disrupt the shot and then get control of the loose ball. Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
The deep 3. Reed can't hit.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And it's Green missing. Minnesota leading by 15. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not.
Substitution on court.
There's a minute 26 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Hield. And that one comes up a bit short. Here's Garza. Pass to DiVincenzo. Knocks it down from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And it's Butler with the jam.
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
On the wing, Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Outside Reed. Out to DiVincenzo. The 3 is up. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .30 seconds left to play in the first half. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Minnesota leading by 16. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Hield. Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Good on the second one. .19 seconds left in the first half. Moody on the wing. This one for 3. He buries it from 3. Moody's got his first 3 points of the game. Garza sinks that one from the post.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's Minnesota. They lead by 18. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Warriors trail by 18. Outside Moody. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Butler. Fires the 3. Oh, Butler with the confidence from the perimeter.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
Well, Stan, you coached against some really tough players in your day. Where does Jimmy Butler stand right now? What makes him Jimmy Butler?
Well, I think, Brian, he's just a great competitor. He wants to take on the biggest challenges when he's on the defensive end, and on offense, he is willing to attack anyone.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Butler. Here's Podziemski. No good on the 3. Minnesota leading by 15. Randall outside. From deep. Drops in the 3.
Timeout.
Randall's got 5 now.
A shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Outside Curry. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Back to Conley. Fires for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. Woo, I love it.
Here's Green. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Beyond the arc. The shot by Podziemski, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 19. Now Edwards. 12 points for him. Lays it up and banks it in. 14 points for him.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And here's Butler outside. Reed with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Randall. Banked it in off the glass. Randall's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Here's Curry. And the Warriors miss again. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Left side Reed. Outside Conley. McDaniels from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc. McDaniels got 10.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, fearless play from Curry inside. Going up against tough defense and getting fouled while shooting.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Second free throw, no good. Minnesota leading by 23. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 14. Ingles with it. Now guarded by Curry. The shot by Garza, no good.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Pass to Payton. The 3-ball. And again, no good by Golden State. Edwards for 3. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And Minnesota with possession here. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on court.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
34 seconds left to play in the third quarter here.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Here's Kuminga. And he's off from 17. And here's Minnesota now. And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's his first foul. Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over.
Well, he's been off the mark, and it's impacting his team's ability to put points on the board. He needs to reset his approach.
Alexander Walker with it. Outside, Ingles. Shoots over Kuminga. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. 3 seconds left. That one no good.